And we're back.
Where'd you put my mask?
Where did I put it? No, it's not in my pocket. I would have gone back on the table then. I'm sorry. It's not on my desk. All right, so all of you head out back into the tunnels and can work your way back up to the surface.
I pick up my hedgehog.
Your hedgehog has been eaten by the creatures that don't live down in these parts.
I think you're joking.
Well, if nothing is down here, then it can't eat anything, right?
Yeah.
Perhaps your hedgehog is fine.
As we're traveling, I would like to talk with the party and say, that was very intense.
That was a very creative spell use, Goron. I think.
Yes, I feel like it
saved
will
our
never work
lives.
like that again, though.
Probably not.
Hopefully no one gets pissed at us for their archives magically kind of being all in lava now.
All those books.
It is a shame, but I'd rather those books in the flames than one of you. Also,
True.
the overseer we spoke to, he said he wanted to look at this book first. Are we actually giving it over? What if he doesn't give it back to us?
Well, they said I could study it with them.
Yeah, I think as long
That's what they
as...
said, but do we trust them this much?
I mean, we gave them a lot of very valuable information. So I would hope that they're not going to double-cross us after we basically told them that they can play better cards on this negotiation.
I agree. I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page and we understood the risks when we bring it in.
I think it would be best if Anateus obviously goes with them and we try to get their help, because they made it sound like they have means to decipher it and knew we wouldn't be able to, but knew they could. So maybe Anateus can help get some of the deciphered information, and he's pretty possessive over his books and papers. I'm pretty sure Anateus isn't going to let them take it from him without a fight.
I don't think we could win that fight if we
Did
did.
you guys prepare calm emotions for today? Because feeling a little hurt.
Tearing up a little bit there over
So
the
many
loss of
books,
blood.
I did
Antaeus.
not prepare it.
So
So
much
many
information, history.
I didn't even understand some of it. That's so much research that could have been done.
Shashad
I don't
would be
have calm
ashamed, but-
emotions, but I can make you vanish. Would you like to cry in peace?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, just offering.
It's too bad the book that you hold, Antaeus, doesn't have like some kind of decoder key to the book that we found.
Speaking
That's
of, perhaps you can try to decipher what you can before we get there. Perhaps you are the most
You want to check the book?
learned.
Does it open?
It does open.
Okay.
It
I
does
didn't know
now
if it was
open.
like specific because we were in that room or.
No,
if
it's
it was,
it's time lapsed,
Ah, gotcha.
or time locked rather.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll kind of try to keep my mind on pedaling as best I can without focusing on it.
Yeah.
I'll put in like a little bit of effort, but I'm gonna focus mostly on the
Do you
book.
want it officially? Do you want it on your character sheet? I have it on mine. Do you want me to remove it? You have it?
Oh, I was actually looking at the other book.
Oh. I was handing you the book I just took to see if we
Oh.
could learn something before we handed it in.
Sure, I could put it in my bag if you'd like, and then I was gonna see if there like that was a very good idea.
Well, I wanted you to like look at it now so that like perhaps if anything you could copy something or learn something in case they just like rip it from us and we never get to see it again.
Good
Maybe
idea.
there's something we can gain from it, but in worst case scenario. But
I will. I'll glance over it a little bit to see if the entire book is that way or if.
Antaeus.
I don't have enough sanity for this.
Antaeus. You have two things that make you a lot like the parallel version of yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You can hear something whispering. This book, it holds so much knowledge. How can we not? How can we not find out where it was, what it's about, where it came from?
That's all right, Steve. I'll roll the roll already.
What? You resist the urge boiling up inside you to look at the history of this book.
Oh, right, he has that spell to like look in the histories of things.
Well, he has the like special skill
The
unlock
feat,
thing.
whatever. Yeah.
I don't know if I can afford that right now. Actually, can I look at it and try to decipher how old it is?
It's in perfect condition. There's no way to decipher how old it is.
That's right.
Dust wasn't sticking to it. Like it is impossible to tell the age of this item.
Were all the other pages and stuff on the tables the same way? There was all like immaculate.
No, not all the rest of the stuff was. All the rest of the stuff had layers of dust.
I'll pull something out. I'll try to like grab. I'd like one of the items, one of the things that's not a piece of paper, something that it shows up a little more visibly on, maybe like a beaker or something if I have one.
Okay.
And I'll try to like, I don't know if there's a way to really tell from it by looking at it, but
so yeah, you can look. It's really hard because you've now disrupted it to have identified. You would need to have spent some time there, sort of looking at it. But they all have like a good layer of dust on them. Even the inside of the beaker has a good layer of dust in it. So it's at least dozens of years old, if not longer.
Can I appraise how old it is?
Sure, I'll give you an appraise.
Did you just heal everybody, John, or just yourself?
Yeah, I just in case there's we're running into stuff. I just, for the record, healing people.
Yeah.
First thing
So
That's
you
12.
Hoping I would roll better on that.
You know that this is a bit of an older construction of a beaker. It's not a more modern design. So it's at least probably 100 years old. At least.
Well,
and maybe just for lore, I'd let Antaeus not pedal, and I'll try to like take over his. I don't know if I'm gonna roll like a con check to try and like pedal harder for him.
No, it's
Try to
fine.
focus on like learning stuff.
yeah, I probably would have like tried to pedal and then like forgot about pedaling, I'm sure. Although, would anybody else like to steer while I'm looking at this?
Oh shit, he's steering, isn't he? Someone I think who's the next dexterous? I think Ivy. She walked
Yeah.
out now, but Ivy would take the seat probably.
Okay.
Unless I don't know what Niev's thing is. So.
I'm not very dexterous.
Okay, yeah, so probably Ivy.
Yeah, so you guys can continue up with Antaeus looking over this book.
Ivy, you're driving, by the way.
Okay,
Antaeus is studying.
got it.
Alright, I'm gonna continue looking over the book a little bit.
The new book or the other book?
Well,
He's got like 30 books open. He's just like reading everything.
Well, what I'll do is I'll put that thing away, and then I'll grab the book that he gave me,
Okay.
and I'll open it and see if all of the text is this way.
All of the text is that way.
So, based on what I've seen, there's like virtually no way for me to decipher anything without being able to sit down and study it. Maybe.
You can give me a couple of insight checks and see if there's any breakthroughs you can have. Okay. So the first insight check you get is you understand this is some kind of cipher. So this is where one thing is probably replacing something else. Because you can start to notice there are word patterns here.
I didn't know if that. I jumped.
But that's fine. Looking at it through your through your understanding of language, you'll recognize patterns that. Let me look at your languages list real quick. I'll just let me look at it rather than you recite it because it's far too many for recitation.
I like Ryan's voice.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. You are not familiar though with what this would like be equivocal to.
Damn it! It's because it's an Rn, isn't it?
Get you back
Oh
for
damn
the-
it! Damn it! It probably is. Oh, I was joking, and then I realized that actually very well could be true.
Could be a number of things. There's lots of languages you don't know yet.
That's true. There's like 4. I took that tree and then I crossed out the ones that I have written down. So it's a RN, I think, gnomish, not gnomish, goblin, and then there's one other one, and then Ancient Common, I think. Let me. Damn, I didn't prepare that for the day.
Watch. It's like we should have saved those flaming dwarves in order for them to be able to read it. They probably knew.
Well, even with it, remember, comprehend languages wouldn't give you what you're looking for anyway. Because you don't know the language that's underneath.
That's true.
So you can't you can't infer something from something you don't know.
That's very true. Let's see. I was trying to see if I had any. Swift poisoning isn't going to help.
Do it to yourself.
You know what? I don't know. I will try to look through the other book.
Okay.
And I will experiment by trying to think of like something linguistics related.
Give me
something with that kind of trait.
Give me a UMD check.
Oh, I'm gonna have to start investing points in that, aren't I?
Oh God, no. You are just like looking through pages and everything looks the fucking like this doesn't have anything to do with it, this doesn't have anything to do with it. This fucking book is worthless.
What if I
no, you failed by too much for a reroll. For
Rats. Today. Okay. Not seeing anything in here for this, unfortunately. I'll put that back in. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, well, it was worth a try at least.
Yeah, it was a very good idea. So it seems like I'm not thinking of something properly that I should be, or I'm not doing this right. I've never really used magic items too much before, a little bit here and there, but
especially ones not really made for you.
Yeah. Actually, so those things in the thing, the things in the tubes, they did look dwarven in nature, though.
Yes,
possibly.
They were. The body structure was very dwarven. They just had a lot of fire on their head and shoulders, but not on their knees or toes.
Well, that's good.
Or their eyes, or ears, or mouth, or nose.
Ankles or elbows?
No.
Luron, you didn't see any other texts than. I'll just kind of like point out some like where the text is at to him briefly. You didn't see anything on here other than that, did you?
What are you asking? If I saw any more in the same lettering anywhere else? What do you mean?
If there was any more text on the page, like I don't know. I was wondering if I don't even know if it would be possible to do that, but if it was something that some kind of ink that would only be able to be seen in dark vision, or if it's magical, or if it's it's all obviously magical, but I don't have the ability to look at magic, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess looking at it, I'll cast light, giving light, so I can see if anything's like black and white compared to color.
Nope.
On the document. Nope. Looks like it's all should be visible to both of us. What's on there?
That's interesting. Something I'll have to work on.
Good thought, though.
No, I can't read magic. I can, but I can't read magical magic. I can read like scrolls and stuff, obviously. Yes, but I will have to think about that for later. Maybe I'll have to start writing things in dark vision, or if it's coming with some sort of. Anyways, Well, I don't even have dark vision.
We have a day of rest before we reach back to the top, right?
You'll get back basically right as it would be time to rest. So you could choose to hang back if you wanted to, but you guys have sped it up to be roughly a day, a little more than, but roughly a day.
Right. So if we were to like hang back, rest, we would come out and we'd still have a day and a half to meet our deadline right now.
Yep.
I would suggest the party. I think we should hang back in the tunnel for just maybe near the entrance to rest the night before we come right out. In case they demand we go see them right away. I have something I want to ask the gods before we meet with the overseer again.
That'll also allow me to prepare different spells for tomorrow, which might be more beneficial.
Yeah, that should be fine because
Yeah.
I believe on my timeline that morning would be the morning of our day 4, and we're supposed to meet him on day
The 5th day.
5.
Yeah.
So we should have plenty of time, I think.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, all of you can rest, recover. Yep,
Nice.
good stuff for all.
Yes.
And yeah, the
I
next.
don't know what everyone's like, how everyone's looking before sleeping. I would channel energy if anyone needs.
Yeah.
After your other channel, you did completely fine. So
Rev, Hunter.
Hunter needs it, but
Sure.
I don't know, without having Hunter's token, for whatever reason, it's not linking up with his character sheet, so...
Well, I have a punch of channel energy, so we'll just say he's fully healed. Everyone should be fully healed if I expend all my channel energies.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will. I guess when I wake up, I'll just use the endure elements, just because I don't remember exactly when in the day.
No,
I did it, but
it's deep down in there that you need that. So you're up near the
Gotcha.
surface at this, or up near where Borgholm is.
Bulkholm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys can awaken, get yourselves prepped, and make the rest of the way into Borgholm.
Well, before we leave the tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do things out of sight of the other dwarves.
Okay.
I burn my last Krozkron effigy and cast divination.
Okay.
Ooh.
And the question I'm asking is, will bringing this book to the Overseer result in our will we be able to retain the book on our exit from Borgholm? And then I have one more thing I'd like to do after that. Depending on what kind of cryptic answer I get.
That which you take is that which you'll keep.
Does the voice sound like the voice of Krozkron, or is it just kind of an ominous voice? Or is
No, it sounds. Yeah, I did the wrong voice, but it should be that
just curious.
which you'll take.
Oh.
Which you take is that which you'll keep.
Oh, you did tell us this wasn't like Krozkron's like area or whatever that was, right?
Yeah, I told you. He told me that it wasn't his like sanctioned archives, but like he obviously was like testing us to make sure we were worthy to go there or proceed that deep, perhaps. But
Well, he's speaking to the gods. I
this
might
takes
not
10
mean
minutes.
much. Yeah. Okay. Well, when he does that, that gives me an idea. While he's doing that, I'm going to, I guess, say a prayer to probably Shashat or Krozkron, or if any of them, like the knowledge-related gods.
Well, Krezkaran is not a knowledge god.
Well, but since it's his domain, essentially, like physical domain area, like since these are people that I just wanted to essentially like apologize for taking the stuff, but I thought that letting it burn would be worse than letting that knowledge go to waste would be worse than stealing it. I just want to kind of like I mean, I guess it doesn't really mean much outside of, for my own mental health, but
Give me a knowledge religion as you ask the gods generically for forgiveness.
specifically not Thoth.
the one guy who'd be happy with what you did, or I did, I guess.
Yeah, you feel a general sense of, like they don't care.
Well, that makes sense, though. If they're gods, they're probably not concerned with that little amount of information. Afterwards, I'm going to kind of go on a little rant to myself about that, diagnosing the whole thing.
All right. Yeah, so Gulran, at the end of your divination, there will be one more thing that is said to you.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no other words with me if you do not follow. I know you walk in the path of another. I will not be in the shadow. Something else. But if you choose, you can walk with me. And I will grant you steadiness, the sturdiness, and the rigidity to endure all you encounter. And infuse within you a fire that will burn for lifetimes beyond your own.
A lot to think on.
All right. And now I believe the party can return to Borgholm.
No, I said one more thing.
Okay.
Hey, I got some high-level spells. I gotta use them. I'd like to sending to Ninoslav.
Okay. It is early in the day, so yeah, he'll be able to receive it.
I'm just mapping out my words real quick if anyone else has anything to do while I formulate this message.
Gotta pre-formulate these messages, damn it.
No, I just switched over my spells. I did put Dream Shield on my known spells because I intend to cast that every night before we go to sleep from now on, because there have been a lot of like things talking in our heads, and I mean, I understand that they're gods, but I don't want other things trying to get through my head.
So let me get this straight. You guys wake up, and Ghoulron takes about an hour and a half of everybody's time to talk to anything and everything he can.
Doing these two spells the night before, before we went to sleep.
I said he's doing these in the morning.
I didn't have these prepared during our combat.
Okay. I gotcha.
Can we just
I
send
would
the
be
goal?
communing with nature, trying to recoup my spells and stuff, so it doesn't bother me.
I'm an alchemist.
Ivy's reading his
don't
spellbook
do
for
that.
at least an hour. Oh no, Ivy doesn't, because you're the Ka build.
Yeah. So I'm probably just practicing stuff like I would do at home while they're over there reading their things. And
I do have an idea. I think I'm going to try to do that thing that I sent you. I'm going to see if I can just mull it over in character and then try to see if I can come up with the formula to work that out. Okay. I'm assuming that that's something that would be...
Yeah, you don't remember, you don't really need to hit them though. You just need to hit it the square.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in case, because there was, what was it? I had to. Well, I guess that way, I wouldn't have to worry as much about. I don't know.
That one round that one combat, you made the mistake of saying, "I'm throwing this thing at."
That's fair. Either way, if it's not going to change much of it, I still want to do it for nothing other than flavor.
My message is ready whenever.
It's fine. One quick thing. Say hi to Max.
Aww. Name reveal. It's so tiny.
He is so tiny.
Just don't do a gender reveal like that one that burnt down.
California, yeah.
Oh, I was assuming that he didn't want to do that because he didn't want to get kicked off Twitch.
Okay.
So wait, this is a question. How do cats versus cats get along? Do they do you have to ease them into each other?
You do need to ease them into each other if they are not from the same bundle. They've actually taken better to each other than we expected. We thought Hazel would be a little more territorial, but overall that has not really been an issue. Hazel just mean mugs him periodically. They play fight a little bit. Nothing seems to be violent though between the two of them. The real issue is just that he eats her food, and that's not cool.
I mean,
Nice.
Yeah, after they pee on each other a couple of times, their scents will blend anyway, so it won't matter.
All right, what is your message?
Found a book that may provide great insight. Overseer of Doors wants to see it before we bring it back. Wanted to check with you. 25 words
You will
exact.
get back. Let him look at it. Make sure you leave with it. Did you get anything else?
Anything is one word.
Yeah, that's why I step back.
This fool does not know how this team wants me to waste more spell points to reply.
He doesn't know how many. He doesn't know how like powerful you
I'm
are.
not replying to that message.
Okay.
I can't afford that.
All right.
I didn't tell him it was a one.
So now the party returns to Borgholm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and you can bring the book back to the Overseer if that is what you are willing to do.
Yeah. Unless anyone has any disagreements, but we talked about it and we said that's what we were going to do, so.
Yeah, you'll get you'll get rushed through the line to the front of the line when you arrive and let them know that you have the book. And yeah, when you get in line, or when you get inside, the Overseer looks at the four of you. Ah, you're successful! I did not expect such a thing.
Raskron willed it, I think.
He must have. You've been using that name, I've heard, a little more. I heard you out in the market buying some statuary. Is that true?
It is. I'm trying to learn more about this dwarven god that the surface dwellers do not know about. And me being a dwarf, I feel like I should have knowledge of this.
There is much the surface dwellers don't have knowledge of.
Speaking of, I don't mean to interject, but is that intentional or is that?
The surface dwellers have no interest in what we do. We don't exactly send our people up there to spread the word.
Well, I didn't want to impose or anything, but if you have like a pamphlet or a short book or something about Kraskrona, I would be fascinated.
I will have one of the scribes copy over our ancient tomes and send one with you as you prepare on your way.
Would it be okay for me to have others copy this over if need be? Like, if people were interested in the surface world.
I don't see why not.
Disrespectful, of course.
I don't see why not.
I planned on stopping by the temples before we left to get some more information, so perhaps we can do that then.
They'll have something for you there. I'll make sure of it.
Excellent.
Now, this book. And he picks up the book, flips through a few pages. What the hell is this book?
Oh, you're not able to see anything other than the words that are shown right there either.
This is like written in some kind of terrible, worthless language.
Steve, you said it was an Old Draconic, right?
Yes, it is written in Old Draconic.
Yes, it's written in Old Draconic, but even that, it seems to be in some kind of cipher. I haven't been able to decipher it yet. I know the language. I could help you work through it.
I don't have time for these things.
Perhaps when we learn its secrets, I can communicate with you and let you know about it.
That would be of great value to both of us.
Do you allow... I don't know if you know the spell. It's called Sending. Is this allowed to be done to you, or will it be blocked in some manner? Or do you prefer Messenger?
Sending. I do hate getting those when I'm in the shower.
Perhaps you have a set time when it's best to communicate with you.
That's what I'm thinking. I'll tell you what. Why don't you reach out to me at Third Sun's Peak? That should be a good time. I should be clear.
How do you know when the sun is peaking down here?
We have ways of knowing what goes on with regard to the sun.
Of course. Very interesting. Can you tell me how? It's very curious.
Time still moves the same way. You can still use other things to tell the time. Well, we are not big fans of people up there. It is important that we know what their movements are likely to be. So someone like me can keep easy track of these things. Not everyone here will know. Other people use a different table of time. But I know what the native tongue to you would be. Hence my speaking of it with you.
Did you want an update if we haven't figured it out within a certain amount of time, or just when we figured it out you want to hear from us?
When you have made progress, let us know. Hopefully before then, though, we will make our own progress.
What does that mean?
The people that wanted to look at it.
With your people that want to...
Yes.
Yes. How quickly you forget your tasks. Is this a
thought you
common
meant
thing
progress with the
among
book.
all of you overworlders?
No, I remember.
Misunderstanding. I thought you meant progress with the book, and I was confused. I confuse easily.
By the way, the offer for me to kind of oversee with them as well still stands, correct?
Yes.
Were you asking?
Okay. I just wanted to verify. Just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to go in there and overstep my bounds or anything.
Well, I don't see us having any luck in this in the first place. And at the end of the day, this is your success. So I'll make you a deal. You make sure it's known that this is on loan to you. Bring it back to whomever it is that you have that can research it and learn it. The secrets must be shared with us.
I find that very agreeable and fair.
In exchange, the secrets may not be made public until we are able to look them over ourselves and approve them. Are you willing to consent to this under the potential penalty of magic?
General magic?
I wish to quest you with the delivery of this book under the conditions I have set before you. That if they do not agree to the conditions of the loan, you will return the book to here. You must get a signed agreement. I have already drafted such a thing, and he'll reach into his cloak or into his coat, and he'll pull out a scroll with a seal. No, it's sealed with the symbol of Krazkaran on it.
Oh, it's obviously Krazkaran seal, or is
yes?
That... Okay. Nice touch. Man.
Do not open it. It's not for you.
Oh.
Why would you open that? That's for the people that you're going to deliver it to sign.
Sorry. I will put this in the bag then. Yes, this bag
Yes.
holding, this should be safe in there. Okay.
Let them know they have 4 days to sign it. If not, you will need to begin your journey back here and return it. And if you do not, the penalties will begin.
4 days from today?
4 days from today.
All right.
Do you all agree?
Doesn't seem like we really
How-
have any choice.
How specific is those stipulations you just set out? Because the last one, the secret's not made public. If it's not our doing, I don't think we should, we'll do our best.
If they
to make
will
sure
not agree to the terms,
Mhm.
the book is yours. The book is not theirs, but the book is also ours. You retrieved it, but it is in our lands. Therefore, we are working out we'll have to work out a new arrangement. If they will not agree, you are to return the book here.
All right. I think that's fair. I look
Seems
to the
fair
rest
to
of the party.
I mean, I'm assuming that you guys are translating, because otherwise.
Oh, no, he's speaking
I
common. He's speaking
Oh,
common.
is he speaking
Yeah.
common? Okay.
He's speaking common.
I was under the assumption he was speaking dwarven. I was like,
No, he's speaking common.
okay. Well, yeah.
Now that you've completed this task, he is not. He is much more willing to speak common.
Okay. Then Nia would say, yes, that seems more than fair.
Did you ever give us your name?
You will only need to know me as the Overseer.
The
Right,
overseer.
it's just my spell for contacting. It says I have to be familiar with you. I don't even have a name for you.
You have a name for me.
The title
Overseer.
works, correct?
I am the Overseer
Yes.
of Borgholm.
I just didn't know how the social structure was.
I am the Overseer of Borgholm. I'm Does he often confuse this easily?
Yes. Okay, you're the only
I blame his
overseer.
surface upbringing.
I just didn't want to contact the wrong dwarf. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so he will cast upon you a quest. You will need to perform this action within 4 days. Otherwise, 24 hours later, your bodies will start decaying.
Jeez. Okay. I guess we have a day before the wizard meets us.
If we don't if we aren't in the process of returning the book back, right?
Correct.
If we stop the process of it.
Correct.
Okay. So we're not going to start decaying on the way back.
Yeah, basically, if within 24 hours of you disagreeing to the terms of the book or the terms of the quest, or if you disagree, then starting 24 hours later, you will start taking penalties to all of your ability scores.
Oof.
So I think in our day of waiting for the wizard to show up to pick us up, we're at the temple. Gluran specifically wanted to learn more about Krozkaran to kind of solidify his decision to switch deities kind of thing. And then I think Antaeus wanted those ancient tomes or whatever.
You will both get basically... So the ancient tomes you're getting is basically the religious book of Krozkaran. Sort of the Krozkaran Bible, if you will.
I kind of figured as much. Do they... Is it a fancy looking book or?
It is a book that has like a stone shell, and it is bound by I forget what the straps are. My brain is. They're metal. There are like metal straps that hold the book together.
What you're talking about. Made out of metal instead of leather. That's interesting as well.
The book is rather heavy. The book weighs 6 pounds.
Would I be able to fit that in my bag or?
Yeah, it's just you can manage to get in the bag, but you already have a lot of stuff in there. So
yeah,
this will probably fill the last of your bag space.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure if you'd want to go this direction, John, but I will get you the details for Krozkaran between sessions.
Sure. Well, the main, I already probably know what's going to happen, but the main RP I want to do here was Gluran would probably like ask them about him, and then from what you've already told me, it sounds like this god is totally up Gluran's alley, and he hasn't been really feeling at home with his mistress and what she's been asking him to do. So instead of contacting the mistress, he'll plead to Sascha one last time and say, in his head, he's like beneath maybe a statue of Krozkaran or symbols of him or whatever, and just says in his head, Sascha, I don't wish to leave you, but this mistress, she's not you. And Krozkaran, I feel a connection to him. He's more in line of what my dwarven heritage seems to be calling to me, whereas you have, I don't want to say abandoned, but I feel lost with this mistress, and Krozkaran offers a way forward. I don't feel comfortable doing these things the mistress asks of me. It's not me. Please, speak to me, or I cannot no longer follow your ways.
That is a shame, little Gulran. Such a shame. But at least you made it worth my while. You were a fun little plaything while it lasted. Good luck with your stone man. I hope he makes you hard.
Again, you've made this uncomfortable once more. But I don't know if she's still listening or whatever, but Gluran just talks. I mean no offense or blasphemy, but I didn't sign up for you. I signed up for Sascha. And without her, I don't feel as connected as I used to. Krozkaran offers comfort and normalcy that I think suits me more.
Worry not, Gulran. There are better ways. I am here in the voices that are empty, and among the voices that would guide you down paths you would not wish for yourself. Welcome, Gulran. You can feel a sensation on your chest as the holy symbol on your neck starts to burn.
Oh, true. Does it burn like I have to rip it off?
It does burn like you need to take it off. It actively hurts.
I will take it off, but I'll try to keep it to bring back to.
Yeah, as long as it's not worn around your once you take it off, you can feel it starting to cool.
Okay.
And you can put it away wherever.
All right, so I'll unequip it. Morin is not going to be too happy about this, but and just a heads up, Krauskron, Thoth hates me, so we'll get to that later. But
Thoth is no matter.
He's sending agents for me, I believe.
His agents will have no value.
Liking you already.
We are strong. We are dedicated. Full of fire.
And before Gulran leaves, he does, I guess, technically have a cheap holy text that's supposed to contain my. I don't know if they have a smaller version of what they gave Inteus, so I could carry it around. If not, I'll want to keep that 6-pound version of me as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say if they only give us one, I would more than willing to give it to you.
You can once you get out of town, you can have it transcribed into something that does not weigh 6 pounds. But this is how they give you the holy text.
I like it being authentic in the dwarven book.
Gulran will want the authentic one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teus, can you take a copy? Is it okay if I hold on to this original?
Oh, absolutely. Go for it. I would like to, however, see about potentially getting this put into the public library. I think that would be a good place for it.
Yes, I believe the overseer did say it was okay to spread the word of Krauskron. I'm sure Krauskron wouldn't oppose more people learning about him and perhaps following him, maybe.
I think that it would be good for the dwarven people to at least have the opportunity to research a little bit more about a dwarven god.
I take out my other holy text and I offer it to the temple, see if they want to learn something about it, keep a holy text to another god. If not,
they will accept it, actually.
Okay. I say my last notion of Shashat, she would want knowledge spread, so perhaps you would like to learn about her, although she's been quite silent of late. And I hand them my cheap holy text of Shashat. Sorry, Ryan.
Oh, I was gonna say, just out of curiosity, Krauskron, how is that spelled? Krazkaran?
Krazkaran.
Okay.
Crazy Karen, basically.
Yep.
Crazy Karen.
Crazy Karen.
All right. I just want to make sure for the notes for my contract and for my notes of my character.
Okay. Yeah. And is there anything else in town that all of you want to do?
While I'm here, I would like to buy a few more effigies.
Okay.
How much do these cost? 25 GP each. Okay, yeah. So I'll just I can only afford. I'll just buy one more.
Okay.
I'm assuming that the holy symbol of Krauskron is on one of the covers or something of the book.
The face of Krauskron, which is the holy symbol, is etched into the front of the book. Yes.
A little narcissistic, but okay, that's fine.
He didn't choose it; his followers did.
I respect that.
If Gulran wants more than one, I have gold I can spot him for now to pick up more while we're actually here and you have the chance to.
Yeah, if you need some more money, I have plenty of money on me.
I have 15 platinum.
Well, do I have?
So I could I could buy more. I was just gonna buy one to maybe reproduce them myself, but maybe I'll buy a few in case I messed up a few times. So yes.
Do you want perhaps a necklace with Krauskaron's symbol on it, like you used to wear Shashav's?
I don't think I can afford that. Well,
How much is it? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'd be willing to.
yeah, I guess we can look.
Well, I didn't buy one of those belts you guys bought, so I have a little bit of extra spending cash, and I at the very least owe you for those rations.
Well, let's take a look. I guess we look at the same place where I bought, because I don't know if you remember, I have a 50 gold silver holy symbol.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to get a big 10-pound. Oh, he froze. I want you to get a big, like 10-pound stone Krauskaron necklace.
I don't know if you heard me, but I want to go to that shop where I bought my holy symbol.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 50 GP silver Krauskaron holy symbol, so I want to go to there, see what they got.
Yep, they basically just have other holy symbols, other miscellaneous holy symbols, but nothing here is magical in nature.
Is anything here fancier looking than the other ones?
Not particularly. There's like there are actually stone versions of the symbol of Krauskaron, but they're not necessarily fancier.
They look more authentic, though.
I mean, they look more like the face of a one-eyed earth elemental.
I'm gonna look and because I don't know why I'm with them, but yeah, I'm gonna kind of look and see if there's the biggest one that they have for a medium-sized creature.
For a medium-sized creature, it's like fist. It's about the size of a fist. They have like a big one you could put on your wall. That's made out of stone.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs about 150 pounds.
Could we fit it in the trunk?
No.
Okay. They have a smaller version of that we would be able to fit in the trunk.
You're basically into just like either a large-sized creature's holy symbol or a medium-sized creature's holy symbol.
Okay.
So yeah, let's go ahead and take another really short break, and we'll move into what happens when the party returns. See you shortly.